Hey guys, I know it's low-hanging fruit, but I've been thinking about this Donald Trump thing in this trial, right? And he's the leading candidate for the Republican Party, dominating the competition. So he's obviously going to get the nomination for president. And I happen to think, if he actually goes to prison, can he run for office? So I Googled, of course, the American way. I Googled it. There was a guy in 1920 who ran for the presidency from prison and got like 3% of the popular vote, like over 1 million votes. You can run for president from prison. A felony does not disqualify you from being president of this country. I used to joke about that, but now I know that's true. And what's hilarious is I have a few misdemeanors and I have a felony charge, going on 5 years old for the felony charge. Prior to that, I was 35 years old, and prior to that, I had no charges. I got one F4 felony in Ohio. Anyway, pretty low-level felony. It was considered nonviolent. It was a trespassing charge. I entered somebody's apartment, and I hit him in the face, so there was violence there, but that's what the misdemeanor assault is for. I'm a nonviolent sort of person, but I had one bad night. The point is, after receiving these legal issues, I went and I couldn't get back into my career right away, right? Professional white-collar stuff. So I went and I was getting as many applications out as I could, and I got hired at a Burger King. And at the interview, the woman said, "Wow, you're very well spoken, you interview well, you're educated. Unfortunately, though, I can hire you, but I'll never be able to promote you to manager, and I need help with management. But because of your felony, you'll never be able to be promoted, but I'm happy to hire you and give you a chance." Now, here's what I want to point out. I could run for the presidency, no questions asked, but I can't become a manager of a Burger King with my record. That seems that there's a huge disconnect with that. I mean, something's not sitting properly with me. Although I will say, to become a person in office or a judge or any of that, I think it would be very helpful for them to have to go through the jail or prison system. I mean, county jail would probably be acceptable, but I know prison's a totally different ballgame. I've never been there myself, but I don't think they know where they're sending people. I don't think they can only speculate as to what's going on inside of there. They've probably only seen it on reality TV or during a walkthrough. And I don't know. I think it just as my pain in my life and my mistakes have led to empathy for others. Going to jail for me led to empathy for others. That prior to that, I was leading this lifestyle. I wasn't what I would call squeaky clean dude. I mean, I would speed places. I broke a few laws here and there, nothing crazy. But the point is, I had never been in trouble. So I probably would have looked at somebody who went to jail and been like, well, he shouldn't have been doing what he was doing. I get that now. You shouldn't have been doing what you were doing. You wouldn't have went. Yeah, that is true. And there's no justifying your actions. But I think there are certain penalties that are not imposed in the courtroom that continue to haunt you for life. The label of felon, for instance, or when they run your mugshot in the newspaper before you're even tried. You're not found guilty. You're just being accused of this thing. They ran mine. I was being accused of burglary. So they run it at an F2, burglary, under the arrest records in the paper. So now I got all these people calling me. So I'm not trying to perpetually live in my past. I talk about this stuff a lot, but it's trying to educate people as to how our system really works. It's it's just disconnected from reality. It's becoming reality, though. That's what's crazy. For a lot of people, they will never see the light of day again in this country. I don't know. I'm not saying that most people who get life in prison probably didn't do something awful. They probably did. But I don't know, man. What's the point? If you're just going to throw somebody away, what's the point? If you can't rehabilitate them, do you think it's more humane to just put them in a cage? I don't know. I mean, I guess they get to impact other men who come in, and the ones who get out, maybe they make an impact on, but I don't know. It's a very depressing conversation, you know.